Alright, good morning everybody. It's your boy Akeem. Welcome to today's vlogs. Here to give you more scout reports headed towards the 2015 NFL Draft. And for this vlog, I'm here to talk about cornerback Quinten Rollins out of Miami of Ohio. Now he's hailing from Wilmington, Ohio, and he was heavily recruited both in football and basketball. Decided to become a Red Hawk and actually had most of his career playing basketball for Miami. He didn't play football until this past season in 2014, and he had a big year in which he was named MAC Conference Defensive Player of the Year winner. He actually had 72 tackles, 7 interceptions, and 16 pass defenses. This guy shows that he has great cover skills, and because of that basketball background, he definitely has a good easy job attacking the football and getting to the football, either deflecting the football away or even catching it for some interceptions. And I think this could be a great prospect for this year's draft. Now let's talk about his strengths and weaknesses. First, his strengths. He definitely has great cover skills, just like I said. I think also what helps him is his speed. He runs a 5.4140. I think this is a good time. He actually ran a 5.4740 at the Scout Combine, but he's a tad bit faster than that. He definitely has good closing speed to get to the football. Another thing I do like about him is that he does have a great work ethic. Now, he did not play since high school, entering the 2014 season. He was playing basketball, and he was actually for 3 straight seasons the team top defensive player. He actually was the defensive player of the year each of the 3 seasons for his team. And I think this is a good player, and I think he can become a good, excellent defender in the National Football League. And I'm talking about his work ethic, though. He definitely had to make the transition from basketball to football, and he even thought about quitting when he entered 2014 spring practices and summer practices. But he actually started learning a little bit more, and he eventually earned the starting nod to play at corner as a senior in his last year of eligibility. He still has some things he needs to learn, but he is still becoming a great developed player, and I think he can make a transition in the National Football League just like how he did in college. Another strength that I do like about him is that he actually is a pretty patient player, and as far as I'm trying to understand and read his opposing receivers and one-on-one matches. He still has some things to learn as far as different zone reads and different defensive schemes, but as far as his patience and understanding the receiver that he's up against, he does a pretty good job at that and sticking with his man and understanding more man coverages. That is the thing I do like about him. Now, he does have some weaknesses, though, and I did just mention them just a second ago. He still has to learn some more defensive schemes and understand football terminology in the secondary level. And I still think he still has time to develop, but I think because he's making that transition from basketball to football, he's actually making the transition quite well, and he has developed a lot well in just 1 year of college football. Defensive Player of the Year, that is wow. He had a big season. Now, other things he do need to work on is controlling his hips. Sometimes he doesn't put his body into the right position when he gets downfield. But I still think because of what he's been doing this past season, this is a raw player, and I think this dude, he could become more like the Antonio Gates of the defensive side and as a defensive back. Antonio Gates was actually a basketball player coming from the MAC Conference, and he was MAC Offensive Player of the Year during his stay for the Kent State Golden Flashers before converting into the tight end position in the National Football League. And I think that Rollins can do the same thing on the defensive side. Now, where I actually project him, yes, he still has some things to learn, but I actually see him as a late 2nd round selection, early 3rd round pick. I think at the latest it would be a late 3rd round selection. Like I say, he still has some things to learn, but he's actually had developed so much in just 1 season of play. I think he can understand that pretty well in making the transition in the National Football League and become a solid starter at the next level. Now, the next time to catch you guys will be in just a couple of minutes. I'm actually going to give you more scout reports for today. Thank you for watching this vlog. I'm your man, Akeem McCall. Be easy.